Hello and welcome all of you to an exciting session on life, education, careers and MBA powered by MBA My name is Dr. Kamal Kishore Sharma, Fellow of IIM Ahmedabad and currently Director General at Taxila Business School.
So my name is Tanmay Singh and I'm currently in the final year of BBA in Symbiosis Noida. In Symbiosis College, Noida.
Oh, Symbiosis Noida. Okay. Yes, final year BBA. Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. So currently I'm at a stage of my life where I'm very confused about what to go ahead with, because there are several options. I'm also my mind says I want to go and start my own startup, but then due to family reasons it's between MBA or MIM, right? So that is where I want to ask my question. What could be how should I decide upon my choice? Whether to go for an MIM or an MBA, or just go for my startup and take that risk to become an entrepreneur.
What is MIM, by the way?
So Masters in Management.
Oh, Masters in Management. So to me, a PGDM from an AICTE approved institution or an MBA from a university affiliated institute or university itself, and MIM, I don't know which places you are talking about in MIM. It could be, I think Symbiosis offers MIM and Symbiosis is a university. So they are offering MBA also, they are offering PGDMs also, MIM also, it's just in the name. To me, the big question, in fact, in one question you have asked all the questions that that could have been answered in this particular webinar. Should you become an entrepreneur? If I have to deal with that question first, if you have the capability, you should have done it yesterday. It's, the short answer to this is, it's never late. If you have that capability, confidence, and an idea worth pursuing, then you should be doing entrepreneurship, because the biggest learning that one person could get by pursuing entrepreneurship is how to do all the things yourself, and slowly after learning that, then you start specializing. As you grow your business, you start taking experts. But by the time you start expanding your team, you're already a master of everything in business. Forget about education. You are already a master of everything that a business requires to do, provided you are able to carry on and then increase your team and increase your business. An associated corollary is that even if you fail, let me tell you, there can be no bigger lesson. Nobody teaches in the world, not nobody, in fact, some of my friends had pointed to an institute of unlearning and institute of dealing with failures. There are such efforts now coming up, but nobody teaches how to deal with failures. Everybody teaches. In fact, all the case studies and most of the books are being written around successes. How to deal with failures in business, nobody teaches you. You only learn through the hard way of doing it, failing. But then, since you are the person who have gone through that entire process, there is nobody else who learns out of it. And you are the master of that learning from failure thing. And so there is a greater likelihood that you will succeed in your next attempt. Even if you don't succeed in your next attempt at entrepreneurship, I must tell you, I have been part of thousands of corporate interviews, and I personally, and I have seen normally also, the HR gives a special hearing or a special chance to failed entrepreneurs, because you can't get that kind of a learned person from anywhere. So they are much more employable even after you have failed in your entrepreneurship. But then if you have to answer the other part of the questions to the same person, I have to say that entrepreneurship is not everybody's cup of tea. It's when you gather that level of courage, then the next question of finances comes. If you are able to put together finances from your friends and family, then the next level of challenge is, how to deal with the markets and continuously how to get the customer to come back again and again to buy your stuff. And then you are getting into that funding and scaling and continuously impacting the market. All of that, they are not easy cakewalks, and hence it's not everybody's cup of tea. There are millions of people who start with this dream of making it big and start their entrepreneurship journey, and more than 75-80% of them fail in the very first 3 years. But then they have learned the important lesson. Even if they have failed, they have learned the most important lessons in business, and they are much more employable than even an MBA, if you ask me my personal opinion. But since that is a very small crowd of people, let's say, 1, 2 or 3 people out of 100 may be, gathering enough courage to start off as an entrepreneur. Rest of them have to look for the right education in order to make a good career. And for you, the question then comes down to, you have done a BBA. So obviously the next level is MBA, a master's. A post-graduation is a must for you, because BBA, you will never be able to build a good career around just a BBA. Within an MBA, whether it's PGDM or MBA or MIM, to me, even, to give you an example, till 2017, the IIMs, IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, all the top IIMs were all giving diplomas. It's only in 2017 that the government allowed them to issue degrees and doctorates. Till that time, they were issuing diplomas. Now, the diploma is worth more than any MBA, any MIM, any PGDM, because there is an institute backing on it. So, to me, the name of the program is not that important as much as where are you doing it from, what is the cost at which you are doing, and what kind of specializations you are getting. As BBA, my take would be to go into an MBA or MIM or a PGDM. In fact, PGDM institutions have greater flexibility in changing curriculums very quickly, responding to the demand of the corporate and industry, whereas MBAs and MIMs are, a little rigid in the way, because they are driven by large university rules and regulations. So PGDM flexibility sounds better to me, and a specialization in marketing for you, and marketing and business analytics would be a great combination for you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your answer, sir.